So how do you stop procrastination and actually get work done?
In this video, we're going to be sharing our 5 tips on how to kill procrastination and crush productivity coming up.
YouTube Secrets is out now. Learn the strategies of today's top video influencers in this step-by-step YouTube success playbook. Get your copy today at tubesecretsbook.com.
Hey, what's up? Sean here.
Benji here.
And this is Video Influencers, helping you build your influence, income, and impact with online video.
And on this channel, we have weekly tips videos as well as interviews with some of the top influencers. So if you're new here, consider subscribing.
So if you're anything like us, maybe you've started a week just like this, where you think, I'm gonna do 4 YouTube videos this week, I'm gonna get all of my to-do list done, I'm gonna be massively productive. But then what shows up is procrastination. Maybe it's hesitation, maybe it's fear, maybe it's overthinking, maybe it's just, you just don't wanna do anything today and you wanna watch Netflix and eat Ben & Jerry's instead. So how do you actually beat procrastination? We wanna just share 5 quick tips.
Tip number 1, do the most important thing first. You know, oftentimes we have these grand plans of what we're gonna do to be productive, and then we get tempted by this phone call or this other meeting we could schedule or these other small things, errands to run before doing the most important thing and then ultimately procrastinating.
Yeah, so you really want to define what is the most important thing, what will actually move the needle. And interestingly enough, there was actually a study done by Columbia University about decision fatigue and about the fact that actually our willpower is limited. Meaning, when we wake up in a day, we give a little willpower out if we make decisions or if we do tasks or if we do activities. And so the problem is, a lot of times, if you're like me, sometimes you know you need to shoot that video, but it's kind of intimidating, so you just work on a little social media. You send a few tweets, you do a few things over here. That's actually chipping away at your willpower, it's chipping away at your energy. So then maybe later in the day, you're like, I don't know, I'll get to it tomorrow. The reverse is, you want to, when you're in your peak state, when you have peak willpower, when you have that peak energy and you don't have decision fatigue because you haven't really made any, tackle those things you want to get done, then you'll feel great about the rest of the day.
So I actually take that advice literally. What I do is, because I have a family, I've got multiple businesses, I wake up an extra couple of hours earlier than everything else to get the most important things done first, so I don't procrastinate on those things that I know will make me more productive in my business. Tip number 2, reflect on your reasons.
Yeah, here what we mean is remember why you even want to do what it is you're about to engage in. So again, maybe you want to shoot some YouTube videos, but you know, mustering up the energy to do that and to set up the lights and to kind of get on camera. And maybe you're like, are people going to judge this? And there's all these different things that can keep you in a procrastination mode. What we like to do is actually think about our reasons. Remember why you started. Remember who you want to impact on the other side of that camera. Maybe you want to help new moms. Maybe you want to help people get fit. Maybe you want to bring a smile to someone's day. Maybe you want someone to laugh or experience some joy or some community. Begin to reflect on those things. Maybe you want to make money for your family. You're not making money yet on YouTube, but you want to keep hustling because you got a dream. When you start thinking about your vision, you start thinking about your dream, you start thinking about the reasons why you started, that can bring some energy. So when I have a lot of procrastination, I like to just sit down and say, man, I'm not in the right state. I'm not in the right mindset. Let me get in the right mindset first by remembering my why and then tackle the project.
One practical way you can actually do this is put on some motivational music or listen to an audiobook that gets you motivated or inspired. I do these things so I can reflect on those things that are important and get myself in the right state of mind so that I can beat procrastination.
Tip number 3 is start small. In fact, break the project down into tiny little steps. And we mean baby steps. Sometimes when you think about maybe shooting a new YouTube video, you think, my gosh, not only do I have to shoot this, but then there's going to be the editing and the thumbnail, and the whole project can seem daunting. Or maybe you want to build a digital course or start something brand new in your business and create something that is going to take a lot of time. It can seem so overwhelming. So instead of focusing on the big project, just focus on one thing you need to do. Maybe that is literally committing to just, I'm gonna open up Photoshop and work for 1 minute. It's kind of a mind hack. It's sort of like this. Maybe you should floss your teeth, and I haven't been flossing my teeth lately, but my dentist always tells me you need to floss. And I'm like, man, flossing is gonna be so overwhelming. What if you commit to just flossing one tooth? Right? Well, obviously, once you floss one tooth, you're like, dude, I'm gonna finish. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm not just gonna floss one tooth. So you start small. So whatever the next project you have to do, just get that momentum going. It's like you're priming the pump so you can get into the work mode of productivity.
Yeah, one of the reasons why I love the flossing example is the same thing with a big project, right? What you're gonna find is once you finish that first little task, you'll actually be pumped up to finish the second one and the third one, and then you'll just build up this momentum. But again, like what Sean was saying, don't think of it as this one big task. Isolate it to the first smaller task and move on to the next ones.
Tip number 4 is change your environment. If I find myself just in procrastination, just wasting time on my phone and on social media, sometimes I know that I need to move, I need to get into a different state, so I need to set my phone down and I go on a walk, or I set my phone down and I grab my longboard and I just do a loop in my neighborhood. I just need to do something, maybe get breathing, get away from my computer, or move into a different room, just move to a different couch. Something can activate a new level of creativity and potentially break procrastination when you change your environment.
Yeah, often when you're procrastinating on something, it's just really a mindset thing. So, if I want to be more imaginative and be more creative, I might go outside and go somewhere where there's a view. Maybe I feel a little stifled, and again, I'm procrastinating, I'm not feeling very productive, I might actually go somewhere like a library where I think, this is where I'm going to research my next topic for my next video. Just get yourself out of the place that's causing the procrastination so that you can be more productive.
Now, tip number 5 is very important, and that is kill distractions.
Yes, adweek.com actually has this article that we'll actually link up down below. And it states that people spend 2 hours a day on social media apps, just on their phone in general, including YouTube. And I would argue a lot of you guys, maybe a lot more. I know that I'm like that too. So one of the number one ways to kill procrastination is literally turn off the distractions. That means right now my phone is on airplane mode, right? I'm not being tempted by emails. Everybody wants to see what's the next email, what's the next big update. And I even go further than that. I don't even check my social media apps during the time when I want to kill procrastination and be productive.
Yes, and that also could just mean closing the door, like maybe talking to your family, letting them know that you got to be in your office, you need to focus for the next couple hours, and so you're going to close the door, you've put your phone on airplane mode, you've created an environment that is going to help you be productive and eliminate things that could break your concentration, get you off task. They even say that once interrupted, it can take up to 25 minutes to get back into the flow, to get back into that flow of creativity. So that way, you don't want somebody busting through the door. You don't want somebody calling you on the phone. And of course, life's gonna happen, and you can't guard yourself from all interruptions, but you can at least take some actions to reduce them so you can get more done.
We hope you're enjoying this productivity series. To check out more tips from this series, click or tap the YouTube card or click the link in the description below.
Yes, and our recommended resource this week is a book by Pressfield called Do the Work. This is probably the best book on punching procrastination in the face, beating the resistance that we all face when it comes to our creative projects, and actually doing the work and getting whatever it is you want to get done. So we definitely recommend reading this book. We'll link it up in the description below.
Question of the day. What are one of the things you do to kill procrastination? We love hearing from you guys, so put it in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching this video. Subscribe or click the bell if you're new here.
And if you want to check out other videos in our productivity series, click or tap the screen right over there. For another video from Video Influencers, click or tap the screen right over there.
As always, we're helping build your influence, income, and impact with online video. Talk to you later.